Hello to all my freedom loving woo homies out there. This is a collective tarot reading for the new moon in Cancer taking place on July 17th, a Monday. I'm going to do a 7-card horseshoe spread focusing on what we need to know for this next cycle of the year. As always, I have 3 oracle cards to the side. You can choose which one or which ones resonate with you the most. I'm going to cut the deck like so. Let's see now. So, the past, we have the 7 of Swords. Present is the 3 of Wands. Very interesting. Known factors, Wheel of Fortune. Awesome. We are collectively represented by the Empress. I think we've been pulling her a lot lately. Unknown factors is the 8 of Cups reversed. Advice is the Death card. Excellent. And the potential outcome is the Star card, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So obviously I have some moving around to do. I will do that off recording as I stare at these cards, and I'll be back with your reading right now. So to be honest, this reading is very straightforward, very simple. I don't think this video is going to be very long, but I will give you the message here. Basically, in one sentence, we're being invited to explore how we want to show up in the world. How do we want to present ourselves to the world? How do we want to relate to the world? I think that the key question for all of us to consider over the next couple weeks is, how do I want to show up to the world? Who do I want to be? What kind of person do I want to be? And just to explicitly point out the 3 cards that are commanding the whole tone of this entire reading, we have the Empress, the Death card, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. But I'll still give a summary of this thing here. So whatever means got us to this threshold that we're here, I think that there's going to be a lot of turbulence, change, different things like that. And it's funny too, because usually when the Wheel of Fortune shows up upright, I see it as a stroke of luck in your favor. That's generally how I read it. But within the context of this reading, I'm seeing it more as different opportunities coming up, prepare for the unexpected, that kind of thing. And the 8 of Cups reversed, the only reverse card in this entire reading, is... It's either inviting you to not let the hesitation or the fear of the unknown stop you from moving forward, or to stop you from experimenting with these new ways of being, these new ways of relating to the world. I'm pointing to the Empress's pregnant belly here. What she might be giving birth to, given the context of this reading, is a new version of herself. And I think that that is what can enable us to tap into the healing energy of the star here. The element of the star that's really coming forward in this reading is the healing energy. But definitely, honestly, I just gave 99% of the reading right there. But I'm still going to try to wrap it up and summarize it in a way that's helpful. So basically, there are opportunities to change how you approach things, and you're being invited to lean into them and explore and experiment and not be afraid if it doesn't work the first couple times, to really keep at it and keep exploring how you want to relate. Me personally, there's an experiment that I intend to do for the next 40, well, not actually, starting in late July, I'll put it that way. For 40 days, I want to experiment with a way of using social media or one particular platform. For those of you who follow me there, you'll know at the time probably, or while I'm doing it. But enough about me. I think that, I was using this as an example of the kind of experiments that you're being invited to do, that we're being invited to do collectively as a movement for the next couple weeks. But one, I'll just say it, Venus going retrograde less than a week after this new moon is a good opportunity to do that kind of experimentation. I don't want to go on a whole rant on Venus retrograde. I have followed in the footsteps of astrologers far more competent than I that have inspired me to try this kind of thing out. So you might want to do something similar as well. But enough of this. Let's go right to the Oracle cards. If you chose the Moonology deck, your card is New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. For those of you who watch the weekly pick a card tarot readings that I do, this does not count towards what I want to do. I want to do this during one of those readings. But anyway, I think that because I really don't like the sentence, you and your loved ones are safe, as a summary for this energy, but I'm going to play with it, especially since I just pulled this particular lunation. I think that try not to let fear for the people around you or fear of what they will think of you or how they will relate to you stop you from doing the experimentation that I've been beating to death for the last couple minutes. If you chose the Moonology Manifestation card, your card is First Quarter Moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Let me do some quick math. If the first quarter moon is in Virgo, that means the sun is in Gemini. Okay, so I think that for you, it's funny too, it almost puts a bit of a damper on the reading to say, oh, actually, there are two ways to interpret this and plug it into the reading. So one of them might be the damper that I just initially thought, which is, if you want to experiment, try not to go completely wild and completely crazy. But the other way to do it, and I honestly prefer this way of interpreting it, is that to be meticulous in how you garner feedback onto how this new way of relating to the world that you are being invited to experiment works out, to really be open to the feedback and the data and to measure, to take measured assessments of what you're doing in order to better reorient how you want the next thing you want to try, basically. And the Moon Oracle, you picked Scepter. This is the 14th Lunar Mansion number 14. Let me stare at this a bit. So this is, okay, late Virgo into Libra. That is where this Lunar Mansion is. Give me a second. Actually, I'm going to pause just a sec. I think the message for those of you who picked this card is to be bold in your in the adventure that you choose to embark on, as far as reinventing yourself, reinventing how you relate to the world. Be bold, step into your power, and don't be afraid to go pedal to the metal with this new way. It's funny too, because we have 3 different flavors. If someone picked both of these 2 cards, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I trust you to sort it out. But for those of you who picked just this card, to really hold on to your power, knowing that you are coming from the heart, basically, and to use your good intentions to fuel the permission that you give yourself to act in this new way, basically. That is such a good way to summarize it. I think I'm going to end the whole reading there. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a like, and y'all have a great new moon cycle in Cancer. It's looking like a nice one. Take care. I'll see you soon.